how the character is and the
Yeah.
wackiness.
Oh, that's how it's called, fourth wall.
Yeah, because
Okay.
think of it like you're watching a TV, watching a TV show. On the set they've got the 3 walls, and your TV screen would be the 4th wall that they have,
Nice, nice.
and you're watching through that wall. And so when their characters directly address the viewer or the reader, they're breaking the 4th wall. So Deadpool does it, the Joker does it, She-Hulk does it. I'm not too sure of how the Duck does it, but there's only a few characters that actually do it. So, Deadpool is because he's so insane. Same with the Joker, but I don't know why She-Hulk can do it. But apparently they're going to do it in the She-Hulk TV series, which I'm a bit iffy about how they can do it well with that character, because they haven't really used her 4th wall, her breaking the 4th wall a lot, and I don't think hers really makes sense.
Well,
And
She-Hulk, she can do it.
with that, we're live.
What?
You guys are flapping your gums, and I was like, fuck it, it's 4:30, I'm starting the stream. So we started off with a very nice explanation of breaking the 4th wall by Flynnhammer. Thank you, Flynnhammer, for contributing that.
So we have to behave now, yeah?
Yes, you have to behave now. So I went downstairs to get some tea, and I wound up with German tea.
What? We have tea?
Can you guys see my can you see my video?
Yes.
Yeah.
We just gotta catch up. Well, I guess it's technically Scottish, but German style tea. It's beer.
Oh, now I get it. It's beer.
Okay.
You sneaky git.
A little obscure, but I went for it.
Nice. Well played, Mr. Jones. And you know what? We also broke the 4th wall because we have started the stream on time.
Well, I think we broke the 4th wall by talking bullshit for the first, I don't know, minute of the stream.
Okay,
Woo!
well.
Let's do the thing.
Mr. Jones.
Yes, thank you. So, coming to you live from, where are we coming to them live from this week, Simon?
Rick Priestley's wine cellar.
Coming to you live from Rick Priestley's wine cellar. This is the ¡1 Tyranid shit show on the internet, the Creature Conference.
Ta-ta! Push.
Oh wait, I have a thing. Let's be professional. There we go. We have a Creature Conference logo. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! And I've been a good little boy. I've cut back on beer, but I decided that you know, tonight's the night. Hanging with you chums after not being able to hang with you last week.
Nice.
Yeah.
We feel honored.
Well, I'm honored to have you here.
That you decide to share your precious health with us.
Well, last week it was more my father's precious health than my precious health, but
yeah.
Yeah. Also, Marco's precious health. Marco, how you doing?
Thank you. I'm fine. I'm good.
Good. Happy to hear that.
Again, I was shitting my intestines out last week.
You and my dad both.
Hooray!
In fact, our dog was doing it too.
Oh.
It was almost a whole family affair. Fortunately, Nora and I were not affected.
So, did you lose any weight, Marco?
Sadly not. I wish.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way, right?
No. If so, just for a week or so. It's a pity.
Okay, before we start with talking Tyranids and stuff like that,
yeah,
I have received a parcel today. Not that this has been the parcel from abroad week. Apparently, there has been this one ship you have made to send your package through.
Yeah.
And I received my sludge wizard package as well.
Nice.
And this is it. And it got, look at that, North American paper. It's brown.
Famous.
Famous. almost threw this away. Wow.
What was that? A slug wizard?
That's a snail.
Yeah.
It's a snail with a skull sewn to its back
Yeah.
and two axes stuck there.
Oh, badass.
That looks. I've seen a Kickstarter around with snails, and I'm wondering if that's from there. But
Nice.
it looks printed and not cast. But it's pretty awesome. Pretty metal. Wow, that's cool. I'm taking notes for next year. Oh, look at that. Thanks again for participation and congrats on a successful Solstice 28.
Oh, there you go. They're just jealous because you made more money than they did.
Yeah, they have the bigger bag of swag, right?
So is this stuff you're getting because you participated, like you made something for it? Or is this stuff you're getting because you donated? Like what's the reason for it?
When you donated, you got this metal pin.
Yep.
And a bunch of stickers, which are I assume in here.
Yep.
Oh Jesus, look at that. Handcrafted card and more text and stickers, which are really nice.
Ooh.
So stickers, the slug, the pin, and a code for the what's it called? The soundtrack they made.
Holy shit! They had a soundtrack. Amazing.
Yeah.
I have to say, I don't trust these guys. They are too professional for us.
Yes, that's amazing. And this is my price, my chaos brute thing. Spawn, yes. Big heavy blob of metal.
I was gonna say, if Brett Evans is here, you better believe that you know what that thing's called, because if you're not, he's gonna kick your ass.
He's going to eat me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm super stoked. That's really awesome.
Awesome.
And this card is super cool. With those snails, and the snail has a little hat. Oh, so pretty. Yes. But that slug is really metal. Look at those axes. Anyway. Okay.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I want to welcome everyone who's here in the chat. Bargeist is here. Welcome. Monstability. I think Monstability, this might be the first time Monstability is joining us. Thanks for coming. Will Quay. Who's Will Quay? Will K, otherwise known as Tactical D-Bag, has entered the chat. Eric Christensen, otherwise known as Metal Beardy Beard, is here. El Rafa. I don't recognize El Rafa. Thank you for joining us. What else we got?
Good evening.
Tom Wilson says, glad you're feeling better, Marco.
Thank you, Tom.
And Peter Hampson says, finally, I made it to the Creature Conference again. It's been too long. Sorry, guys. Yes, we've missed you, Peter. Welcome back. And he's very excited about your classic metal whatever lump of pewter, Simon. And yeah, that is Peter. That's a very good eye. That is a metal Forge World metal Forge World resin Venom cannon you spy, which is my all-time favorite Venom cannon. And I think I got this one from Ross back in the day. I got it from someone who bought that Tyrant, because I didn't actually buy that Tyrant. But I got the Venom cannon and I've been saving it. Like, I'm sure you guys do this. Like, there's bits that you just save forever and you're like, oh, I'm going to do something really special with this.
You know what? I think I have saved it too because I just didn't care for it. It must be lying around somewhere here.
Give it to me. I want it. Give it to me.
Good. Why not? If I find
Actually,
it, you can have it. No problem.
give it to me or give it to Darth Bob, because I think Darth Bob wants every Tyranid Forge World thing, and I don't think he has this yet.
Oh yeah, that is it's a rare enough model for the whole thing. The
Really?
Venom Cannon one is even rarer.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still
Well-
have a buddy if anyone wants it, but not the head.
Talk to Darth. Darth Bob.
Oh.
Darth.
Marco, were you able
Sorry.
to try and get those the Spore Nest?
Don't talk to me about it. I'm really pissed.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
The thing is, this week, Flynn was kind enough to notify me of a portrait spawner that was being sold on eBay, like unpainted, the rare one.
Yeah.
And I've been looking for one for quite some time, and I missed talking to the seller, and the auction went by, and it didn't sell.
It didn't sell?
no, it went down before it even finished.
Yes.
Was the thing.
Still, I asked the seller, "Is it sold?" And the seller said, "No, it isn't. You can offer me an amount." And I offered an amount and got no answer. And I asked, why don't I get an answer? Please talk to me. And silence since then. I'm really pissed.
Clearly, he
Okay,
just sold it to someone else.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But it would have been kind enough to just tell me, "Sorry, guy."
Yeah, that's weird.
That sucks. The worst, because I know I suggested like do the offering and stuff and then put the bid on at the end.
I totally should have. And the offer I made when he said you can offer an amount, I didn't offer much. I thought, well, apparently it didn't sell for some reason or whatever, and I should have offered much more. So
I know what would happen with that one. It would be people do the bids at the last minute, but
Yeah.
would try and hold it off because that's exactly what I would do. But
yeah,
but so doing the offers through the week, you try that, you exceed the number of offers you can put on, and then what I would do is I would just slap the bid on,
Right.
so they can't actually take it down.
yeah.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah. So once the bid is on, the seller actually can't take it down.
Smart.
Unless it's below the reserve price.
But can't the seller take it down for any reason, like it's damaged? I don't have it anymore.
Then they have to
I think that always works.
not, but they can't actually. They're not meant to sell it on. As part of the terms and conditions for eBay, they can't really sell it on if there's a bid on there already. Yeah, then they're breaking eBay's terms and conditions for it.
Yeah.
So I just read. Sorry.
Anyway, Flynn, thank you so much for telling me. Next time, I'm gonna be more on point.
Quick.
Well, what I've done is the seller saved on just as a tab on my phone. So if he ever loads it up again, straight in there.
Thank you. Next time I will bury him in money.
Yeah.
Here, take my kidney.
Well, I don't know if you want to buy from that guy if he's like this sketchy or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm cheap.
PayPal protection.
Is that Lotus? That Lotus.
No.
nest looking...
Who's gonna buy the Lotus Nest? I've got like 2 of them that I'm never gonna do anything with.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
It's the
Okay,
proper one with the 3 points.
Oh, so with the starfish in the middle. No.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the good one.
They also
don't
had
care.
like, just some of the normal towers as well.
Yeah, they were included too. So
Oh,
would have been
wow.
a good- would have yeah. That being said, those towers are very easy to get.
Yeah. I just saw that Monstability is Andy from the German podcast I have been to.
Mega Potato?
No, we're not talking about that yet. The Beim Imperator Nichts Neues podcast, who did the charity thing until New Year's.
And you
So
talked to them about Tyranids, right? Or something, Tyranid fluff?
Yep. That was me.
They tried to book Hive Fleet Bargeist, couldn't get them, and then they did you as the backup.
Probably, yeah. Must have been something like that. Tried to get someone real good and ended up with me.
You know,
I
that's
say
what I'm
that.
doing-
Go
you know,
ahead.
that's what I'm doing right now.
What are you doing
I'm
right now?
painting.
Woo!
Take a look.
Oh! Oh! Oh, I really like the pink on there.
Your cameras are... Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. Woo!
First
Loving it.
installment model I've painted in like 2 years, I guess, but it's coming really nicely along.
Good. I'm happy to hear it.
Yes.
I know those feet.
I was going to say, I have ulterior motives, but I'm still happy to hear it.
That is really awesome.
It's gonna
So-
be beauty in the end.
That's
So
what
how's-
you've... Go ahead.
How's it going along, Marco? Any big differences, or is it just as it was 2 years ago?
Well, the thing is, I'm still slow, and normally I find painting pretty frustrating. But with this
Yeah.
model, I'm so pumped. I'm so motivated to make it beautiful that I found out I really don't care. I'm really pumped to get it to be great. So I don't mind. I'm
Good.
enjoying it actually.
I'm happy to hear that.
And my normally too slow painting technique is not a problem here because it's not a model I would rush anyway. So it's all good.
Good.
That sounds good.
So is that what you've been working on this week in terms of hobby? Anything else?
Well, look behind me. I don't know if you can see it.
It's upside down. Looks like
Yes,
armor.
give me a second to rip the camera off. This one,
Mm-hmm.
it's a new Colonial Marine armor.
Oh shit! You know, Marco, I was just watching the documentary about aliens. I've
Okay.
never watched it. Superior Firepower, is that what it's called?
Yes, awesome.
Yeah, it gave me a lot more appreciation for all that stuff.
Great documentary, and it's an awesome set of armor. Thing is, a friend of mine is making these armor sets from aluminium. He's like
Yeah.
smithing them in
Wow.
his workshop. And this set of armor is done after the first concept sketch that was done by James Cameron and Terry English of the set of armor, which is a bit more complicated than ended up in the movie. And there's just this sketch, and my friend tried out to get it done in real life just via the sketch, so it's really a one kind of piece. Awesome.
Amazing.
That's cool.
I didn't realize that James Cameron did so much art for that movie. Like,
He painted the Pulse rifle, he painted the Sulaco.
no, but he like designed the power
Queen.
loader.
And the Queen.
Yeah.
He just threw the Queen on a piece of paper and it ended up just like he sketched it.
Yeah, I have a lot more respect for that guy because lately I've just been like, yeah, he's just the guy who talks about Avatar incessantly and we never see anything from him. But yeah, respect to that guy. Respect to James Cameron.
He's so multi-talented in many ways.
Well, the documentary just talks about how no one could bullshit him because he was a cameraman and he was like an effects guy. So if they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, we can't do that," he'd be like, "Bullshit! I know you can do it. Here's how you're gonna do it."
Yep.
That's a kind of boss you want.
He's certainly an asshole to get around. I'm sure he's no fun at all because he's so demanding.
Yeah, who cares? We don't have to work with him, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We just want the TV, the shows.
Oh yeah, there's a TV show coming on Alien. You know that?
What?
I've heard, yes. It's set on Earth.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm
It's-
not convinced at all.
It's weird.
Oh, no. But have you seen that there's a game from Gale Force 9 coming?
For Alien?
Yeah.
No.
I was pointed towards it by Amazon.
Oh.
Okay.
And they have all kinds of things like the whole Aliens franchise going on as miniatures.
Okay.
Basically looks like Archon Studios or former what was it called?
Protoss, right? Protoss games.
Protoss. They lost it, right?
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
looks like Air
Actually-
Force picked up the license.
Interesting.
And yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from those commercial images they show, but it kind of looks cool.
Well, I hope it is.
Me too, because I think it's a perfect franchise for tabletop stuff.
Certainly. Just need to get good miniatures.
Yeah.
That helps.
Easier said.
Yeah.
To play Stargrave, drink.
Alright.
All right. So that's what you've been up to this week, Marco. Simon, what have you been up to this week?
Well, what have I been up to the last weeks? Is my basement.
Yeah.
And I have left my former workplace. I don't have that place anymore. It's now a kid's room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, again, history repeating itself, but it was never my intended hobby room to begin with. It
Yep.
was my work desk where I streamed from, and right now I'm streaming from a room that well, now this is going to get bumpy, but let me see if I can switch off the camera thing and make it work. Here's my pretty face.
Oh,
This is
so
your
pretty.
face. Shit.
Pretty man.
Yeah, you can see how tired I am. But yeah, this is the wall I've spent like ages on cleaning up, and here's all my comic book and White Dwarf and whatever collection going on, and so on and so forth. I will spare you the rest, but yeah, I've been working not only on this room, but I of course needed to do renovations on what is the kids' room now, and there's another room adjacent to this room, which I you know needed to work on, and
Yeah.
then there's my my other room where I have all my bits and shit, and this is an utter mess, and I have no idea when that's going to be finished, because
Okay.
that's basically all the stuff that has been lying around anywhere, just smashed into boxes and crammed into that room, and yeah. But I have a task for you and for the dear chat, because I need names for these two rooms.
Wow.
Because I don't know.
Awesome.
Someone suggested the I should call this is going to be my social room, because it's my workplace, but also it's my display place. I have three cabinets here, and my Masters of the Universe collection, and I want to have like a nice seating and a place where I can game, like
Yeah.
have a table and have someone over to play a game. And the other one is the place I want to stream from in the future, and where I have all my sculpting tools and all the stuff, so I can just turn around and grab from a box what I want and what I need. And I would like to have some fancy names for those two rooms. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know.
So to summarize, one of them is like more like a workshop, a messy room.
Yeah.
And one of them is more like maybe a library or like a presentable sitting room.
Yeah.
So let's see what the chat can come up with in terms of creative names for Hydra's two hobby rooms. Lucky man.
Like one of them, I wanted idea is the factory.
Ooh.
The factory is awesome. Yes.
Because that's where
Yeah,
shit
well,
gets done.
Yeah. The factory. Although it sounds a bit like slave work down there.
No. Well, I don't know, depending on how you feel about your own work.
Tactical has said the spawning vat for the workshop, and Diana says the peep show and the private room.
So which would be which?
Tom Wilson has gone that these.
The peep show! Sorry, my mic was off for a second. That's fucking fantastic.
Things that you say the peep show, and I think of the TV show, The Peep Show.
What's that?
It's got two double act comedians, Mitchell and Webb. Basically, what it is it's basically two guys, their friendship as a comedy show, but when it's one person looking, it's from their perspective, so they had to act out the scenes twice, filming it
What?
from each other person. So
Okay.
I'm one character, and when I'm talking, or when I'm not talking, the camera is where my head is, showing what I'm seeing, and when the other person is talking, it would go to the other perspective,
Mm-hmm.
and it's this comedy stuff in. It's been a while since I've watched anything for it, but it's been off air for a while. But the name of the show was The Peep Show, so it's just the first thing my mind went to.
Ah, okay.
The other names suggested is Tom Wilson with the Sculptarium.
This is nice.
Which is cool.
Peter
That's
Hampton's
cool.
gone Gene Splicing Chamber and the Synapse Relay.
Synapse Relay. That sounds pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
This is where the black gloves come off.
I thought of the other route. The other one I'd have. So we've got for me it would be the Factory and the Asylum.
Ooh.
Ooh, the Asylum sounds good.
And it's more of if you tell people, go, oh yeah, this is the Factory where I do all the work, and this is the Asylum where I relax my brain.
No, it's the asylum where he hides from his children.
What I like about the Asylum is that someone suggested that I should name it a little bit Lovecraftian.
Ooh.
And the Asylum works pretty well in that direction.
But shouldn't it have a second word added to it, like the asylum of whatever, to make it more specific?
I
I don't know.
don't know. Does the Asylum mean the place for crazy people?
Technically, technically asylum means a safe place. Like you can request asylum from a country.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, typically I would say the assumption when you say asylum is it's a word for a place where mentally unstable people are housed.
Okay. Because I assumed that it would mean that taking it from Batman.
Oh,
That's where I was going with it.
Yeah, the Arkham Asylum is a nod towards
sorry.
Lovecraft and
Oh shit! Is Arkham is that a nod to Lovecraft from Batman?
yes. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that. I guess because I knew Batman first.
Lovecraft is everywhere.
Yes, you cannot hide it. You cannot hide from him. At least you cannot. Sorry?
So Metalbeard has gone the Asylum of Horrors.
Yeah, but I think that's good if you're talking only your monster Warhammer stuff, but it's also a social area, right?
Yeah. That's why I like the idea when it's just the Asylum. That's rather blank. You can fill in the rest.
Yep.
El Rafa has gone Evil Lair and Secret Lab.
Oh, I like that too.
Secret lab is cool.
Oh, that could be a good word for the factory / workshop, because that feels less slavey
Yeah.
and also kind of mysterious.
To the laboratory.
There you go.
What are we going to do today, Pinky? Same thing we do every day.
Boy, trying to take over the world.
I know I botched the quote.
Nah.
Okay.
The
So that-
laboratory sounds good. Let's go to the lab. Let's go to the lab.
Yep.
Let's go to the lab. Ooh, baby, let's go to the lab.
Is that a song or did you make that up?
It's probably based on a real song. Nora and I tend to make up a lot of really weird songs.
And who's singing better of you two?
Her, 1,000 times. Simon's heard her sing.
Oh yeah.
There's no question.
Tom Wilson has said, "Do you want your hobby space to resonate with dark energy, though?"
Have you seen how into Slaanesh this guy is?
I was just thinking, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, I have multiple Cthulhu's watching over my work, so I think no matter how I call this place, the dark energy is already here.
It's
I will
already
stand-
here.
So I just so Tristan Gray has gone. Try to
Oh,
to
yo,
sculpt more
Tristan!
group.
Is that Tristan from PEI? Tristan will know.
Or is it Tomb King Tristan?
That's Tristan. Tomb King Tristan is Tristan from PEI.
Ah, okay.
So what do you think?
Sorry.
So he says, try to sculpt more crew with an asterisk and gone. Secret lab as set to the tune of Love Shack.
It's a secret lab. It's a place where we can get together.
Secret lab.
Secret
Okay.
lab, baby. Okay, this is the part where you need Nora to sing. Sorry.
So, can she come and sing it again for us?
Well, she threatened to come on the stream because she was waiting for Simon to respond to a message from her. And she said, I'm going to come on that stream and I'm going to yell at him. I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah. It is Tomb King Tristan and Tristan PKK.
It is Spudster. What's the word? Spud? Oh.
Spuddy?
Spuddy Tristan. Tristan, I don't know if you saw, but apparently on Jeopardy, I don't know if this was today or recently, or this week or recently, there was a question about PEI. And apparently about, like, the nickname that... Spud Islanders? I think that was the nickname, Spud Islanders. Which Canadian potato-producing province has the nickname Spud Islanders? And no one had a friggin' clue, because no one knows that PEI even exists. Other than Anne of Green Gables freaks. That's your piece of Canadian history for the day. You're welcome.
What's PEI?
No one knows. I think Tristan should answer that question. Tristan, what's PEI? Yeah, he says no one says that. I didn't think anyone said that. I'd never heard that term before.
My dyslexia is reading it as is hearing that as pie.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
PEI, we're going pie.
Otherwise known as pie.
I am confused.
Yeah,
PEI, he's going to explain it. I think Tristan will explain it. I want him to explain it because he lives there. It's a part of Canada. I'll give you that much. It's actually where Canada became a country. It's the birthplace of Confederation, they say. Where Canada got to kick off the British Empire.
Sorry, Flynn.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
Irish.
He doesn't
Last
give a
week was
crap.
All my family's from Ireland, so it's
Nice.
I'm in disguise.
You've infiltrated
I am the Gene Stealer.
William
So
of
would it be
Orange or
North
some shit.
North or South Island?
The Republic.
Okay.
That's the
Easy way of
South.
saying.
Well, no, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Sorry, the Republic, the real Ireland, the country.
True. Because if you say North, you can actually get confused. Some people get confused between Northern Ireland and North Island.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a
Oh shit!
because some of my family's from
What?
South Island in like Dublin and stuff, and in other parts is from North Island
Okay.
in like Mayo area, and then you've got above the border with Northern Ireland, and that's a whole different thing that goes on there.
I'm still confused.
Northern Ireland's where all the problems are, where the IRA and everything.
So what happened, Simon, is that the British, the UK, I believe, controlled like all of Ireland,
Yep.
and then Flynn, maybe you should explain this.
So
I'm sure Simon knows. It's very well known in Germany, actually.
Yeah, I'm aware
Oh.
of the conflict, the last Catholic Protestant conflict in Europe that still exists.
Exactly.
Oh, then how come you said you're confused?
Yeah,
because
because
I'm
of different
calling it
reasons, I
North.
guess.
I'm calling it North and Northern Ireland.
But let
Oh,
me tell you,
north.
Yeah.
I visited Belfast when it was still separated, and I was on holiday in Ireland, and normally just in the Republic in South, and we drove to Belfast because there was a Games Workshop store, the only one on the island, and it was so scary to see the soldiers patrolling the streets and
Oh
the
man.
streets getting empty when it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Suddenly everyone was gone. We were the only ones still walking in the city. Like, what's happening? What's now? And suddenly there were these British soldiers just going from cover to cover with their MPs aimed at something. We were like, fuck, this is serious shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's only gotten worse recently there now because of Brexit. But
Yeah,
And Marco was just like, I just want to get some Space Marines.
absolutely.
tick. So
Well,
Christmas-
that has been your history lesson for today.
Wait, we're not finished with the Canadian history yet. What did Tristan say? PEI is a province so powerful we had to get bribed into Canada.
That's what the Canadians crashed a meeting for Atlantic sovereignty. We became the Dominion of Canada in 1867, and it was held in Quebec City. We just have a better press team. Canadians.
Oh, it was? Oh shit, I didn't know that. They call it the Charlottetown Accord, and Charlottetown is the capital of PEI.
Canadians meeting Upper and Lower Canadians meaning Upper and Lower Canada, when Canada was those two provinces, and the rest was owned by a hat-making company.
Yeah, the Hudson Bay Company. They owned like all of Canada.
It was a making company.
Yeah, they make smallpox blankets now, and people who think they're really hip and Canadian buy Hudson Bay blankets, and they're basically the same blankets that the Canadian government gave to Indigenous people to try and kill them off. So they're not great blankets, yeah, but they're famous. They're like one of the like Canadian antique items that people pay lots of money for.
Even I have heard the company's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Well, there's a big bay by the same name that takes a big bite out of Canada, so it's hard to miss.
Whose cuckoo clock is 10 minutes late?
Sorry, it's mine. It's telling me that it's 5 o'clock.
Uh-oh.
Flynn is so
But it's 10 past.
It went off at 5 o'clock, and I turned it off, and then it went off again.
Flynn is so observant all the time. Amazing.
I know, eh? Lynn, what else is going on in the chat? Oh, observant one.
So he's Tristan has also said they made beaver skin hats, and yeah, and hi Colin.
Colin Duffy?
Duffy has arrived.
Colin Duffy! All the Canadians are showing up.
Yeah, it's Canadian time.
It's like it's the right time for the Canadians to join us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and to be clear, the PEI stands for Prince Edward Island, so it was named for Prince Edward, whoever he was. He wasn't on the Crown, so I don't really know.
Really?
That is because he'd be before the crown.
Okay, that makes sense.
Good that we have settled this as well. So, Marco, your hobby
Yeah.
week was just. We settled your hobby week.
Yep.
I did something else than doing my basement. I started heavily on my sludge army, which
Yep.
will be the first army I have built in. I've counted backwards, and I think it's 10 years.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Because of course, I made models and I made skirmish warbands, but I never made an army.
But is this is Sludge army sized or is it skirmish sized?
It's something in between.
Okay.
It's in a podcast I recently heard, they divided army, squad sized, and skirmish, and
Okay.
this would be a squad size then. So it's not rank and file. It's you have squad sized units. Some of them are like on larger bases, so you have 3 of them on one base, and some of them are single bases. But the squads are, I think, up to six models, which is I think a doable amount.
Nice.
And for the very first time, no, for the first time in a long time, I feel the urge to buy more. Like, oh yeah, I I need backpacks. So looking through all the things you can buy and finding a kit that has cool backpacks, and then I'm struggling with myself. Like, I can buy this box just for the backpacks, or I can try to sculpt them, or I need to find a different solution, or
Simon,
agonizing
what
myself over
Simon, what do we
decisions
say about sculpting hands?
Yeah, pretty much.
If you can buy it, buy it.
Yeah.
Unless you have to wait for it, I guess.
Oh, the phone, the dreaded phone.
Can
Uh-oh.
I answer?
I'm sure his Norn would love that. Okay, while Simon's on the dreaded phone, Flynn, what did you do this week for hobby?
I've regressed. I've fallen back into it. I've gone back to doing more giants.
Oh, yeah, saw that on Instagram.
Oh no, those were done a little bit. They were done before. Some of them would just finish up earlier this year. Yeah, I've regressed so much. I've done the thing I said I wasn't planning on doing.
What's that?
I've bought 2 mega gargants.
Oh, fuck, now you're done. It's toast, buddy, you're done.
Yeah. It was more of, put it this way, I have a lot of mounted giants, and you can't really have a mounted giant bit of your army without a giant mounted giant.
What? So the giant is riding a giant?
No, so the giant is going to be riding something that's very big.
So, what is he riding?
He's a jammy bastard, and he got that Forge World Mammoth.
Oh no. Just
Oh no, because that would be silly. He's going to be riding a Protodid, because that would be reasonable.
I've managed to pick up. I've still got to wait for it to arrive. I've managed to pick up a Murmurkill for 20 quid.
Nice. For 20 quid?
It hasn't got the tusks or anything, but I'm going to use some bits I've got to be tusks on it instead. No idea what I'm going to do for the weapons for the giant
I'll be back in a
itself.
sec.
Yeah, go for it.
That's going to be fun. But I'm just more of. I'm trying now to do some weird stuff with the giants, of using the Johan model, so they're
Sorry.
away.
Sorry, are you saying that you're trying to do some weird shit for the giants as if that's something new? As if that's something you haven't been doing this whole time?
More of how can I get a Johan model to be more involved with the giant? There's some of the how should I put it? escapades of Johan will be shown soon.
Okay.
Okay.
For anyone who doesn't know, Johan is the berry model that comes with the giant, the one that everyone uses to show scale, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy who's running away with his arms spread wide.
Yeah. It's not a very easy model to use because like it is all just one piece for Johan, but Master Blaster the Giant, I've done Master Blasters quite a few actually. I've normally got like some little thing on there. It's like Barkheist just said Master Blaster with the Giant.
Master Blaster being that guy from Fury Road or whatever, or from
Mad Max. Yep.
It's
Mad
basically
Max?
just getting someone sitting on top with the guns, shooting. So dang, so Tristan said, dang, that's probably the same size as the Forge World Corn Dragon. Well, I've never actually seen the Moloch in person, so let's see what's gonna happen.
It's not that big, is it?
It was the biggest model Games Workshop had ever had until
It was?
the Archaon model came out.
Yeah, for
So
a
it was
while.
the tallest. Yeah, it was
Oh,
the
okay.
tallest model.
But it is like Lord of the Rings scale, which is smaller than everybody
no,
else.
Lord of the Rings. It's about the same. Yeah, it's smaller scale because they made them to make them taller. But I know Tristan is doing his giants. I've been seeing.
Yes, so anyone who
uh,
doesn't follow Tomb King Tristan needs to go look him up because he's doing a fucking epic Mega Gargant right now with Tomb King stuff sculpted on it.
Because I know Tristan. I've seen you've been using the Magnus body as well for one of your giant vigilantes. That is so good. Part of the reason I did steal the idea of using Magnus for my jacked up giant as the diplomat. That was good. Pot belly or teacup?
Pardon?
Oh, Tristan's answer: pot belly or teacup for the giant. I do kind of like the pot belly idea.
I have no idea. These guys are speaking giant now.
Yeah, same here. I'm out.
The giant is Daka Flame and said the giant is going to be riding a live piglet.
That would work well.
I'll just get a small child instead. Hang on. I've seen Pete Hampson said, I will be delighted to know that he's got a giant on his work desk. Incidentally, the great ninny that thinks he's a noble knight and will have some scrappy armor and a wooden sword. Perfect. That is absolutely perfect. My whole idea of my giants is they're just trying to blend in to the army they're fighting alongside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the whole thing with he's got some scrappy armor and a wooden sword pretending to be a knight just works brilliantly for that.
Yeah, of course.
So is that you for hobby for this week, Flynn?
I have also been touching up a little bit of a model that I did start like nearly over a year ago that I'm close to finishing. It's just been one of those projects where you pick it up and put it down for a bit because there's just a lot of repetitive sculpting, and it was before I learned properly how to do Tyranid ribs.
Yep.
And I had lost a piece to the model without realizing I'd lost a piece. It kind of put me off when I realized I'd lost a piece before.
Yeah, of course.
Using like blue stuff to mold a copy of it.
So what model is this? Are you being deliberately obtuse?
Oh, I'm not trying to be quite. I've got the Maw Crusher I showed about April. I started about April last year. I showed like progress pictures in like June. I haven't really touched it until about close to the end of last year and the beginning of this year. So one of the little claw bits to the hand, I just lost. Like I think I cut it off the sprue and put it in a bag, and lost the bag it was in.
Uh-oh.
Because I was trying to like reduce the number of sprues I had that that had like 1 or 2 bits on. I don't have a clue where it went. So
Yeah.
because I've got a second one, made a cast mold of it, and it's to be turned into a barbed tyro jewel. And I'm going to get
Nice.
another one to turn. I've got another one already, and I'm going to turn that. No, the one I've already done is turned into a scythe tyro jewel. The next one's going to be a barbed tyro jewel.
Mhm.
So it's just more of the next bit is like getting the base sorted out and just doing something else with the tail, because obviously it's all one body piece instead of being segmented like the normal one.
So
But
Flynn, you're on Hobby Twitter, right? Flynn?
I just lost you there.
Sorry, you're on Hobby Twitter, right?
Yes, but not as like proper.
Oh, don't worry. I don't want to be proper on Hobby Twitter right now either. But
I barely look at it.
do you follow Dicey June, who did those sketches that we reviewed last time when we were talking about like the possible new Tyranids and like this is what they could look like?
I don't know. It's
Because Dicey June is currently doing some like they'll take like existing Games Workshop models and kind of like sketch over them and try to like revise them. And right now they're working on a hair duel to make it more like face down, ass up, less like angry chicken, and more kind of looking like more normal Tyranid lines. So yeah, you should check out Dicey June on Twitter, and then you might get some inspiration.
Oh, I've nearly finished it. That's the thing.
Oh, okay, never mind.
It's like I've done that, the carapace, everything. The first one's done. It's the second one is more of how am I going to do the bits. But I see what you mean. Because I think it was either Thrifty Squirrel who's done quite a bit of it recently, or it's Tactical D-bag. I
Quite a
can't remember
bit of
someone.
well, tactical D-bags was here, might still be here.
They've done their own hierarchical conversions. I think it's Thrifty.
Yeah.
Like it's just the what I'm seeing with them Dicey Tune is like they view the image they've got. It is just it's. I'm trying to figure out the pieces actually.
So one of them is a backwards carapace from, I think, from the Harrispecs, isn't it?
So the Harrispecs legs, Harrispecs tail, Harrispecs chest.
And the Harrispecs back carapace turned backwards on top.
Oh no.
Isn't it?
Is it? No, that doesn't.
It's got a weird line to it that I thought was the
Looks
Harrispecs.
more like
It's bulgy.
It's more like it's the what's it? The Harpy Hive Crone.
Oh,
Carapace
okay.
to it. The image I'm looking at. Yeah. But obviously it's turned back. The only reason I'm thinking that is because it's got the 3 gaps in it where you put like the vents and stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be the. No, it's not the Toxicreme one. It's. But it's the carapace is going in the right direction for it.
It's not. Is it? I thought it was backwards. I don't know. I'm not actually looking at the picture right now. I'm doing this from memory.
Yeah,
So.
I'm looking at the moment. It's just one of those like. It's something to do with. I think they've like elongated the image or something for it because obviously. I'll be able to if I look at a kit, I'll be able to know the piece straight away. But I'm not. Yeah, Tactical BA says probably Thrifty is still working on his space squid.
Oh yeah.
Honest, Tactical, I'm waiting for you to finish yours, so I can steal the ideas for my one.
For the squid, the space squid.
Yeah, I've been planning on trying to do a space squid for like over a year now. I had the idea last year, but this time, and the idea is there. I'm torn between basing off the Reaper miniatures squid as for the inspiration of how to do it, and stealing the ideas from Tactical.
Shit.
Because Tactical's doing all the ribbing and stuff, and I'm like, do I want to just do it as one long piece, or do I want to separate it? But I'm going to do a completely different mouth because I'm going to use the tentacles to be for it instead.
The tentacles to be what?
So with the normal squid, the tentacles in the middle of where
Sorry. You're breaking up for me. I don't really know why.
Yeah. So I'll say it. So with the normal squid,
Yeah.
all the tentacles, where it comes back into the body, there's a beak mouth. That's
Yep.
my plan of what I'm going to do for the mouth itself.
Yeah.
And the way that Tactical Debagger's doing it is they've got the normal head, and the arms are where they stick out as normally what I've seen from the image most recently posted. And as Tactical just said, like, sculpting that much ribbing sucks. I know it does. That's why I don't plan on doing too much ribbing, but it's
Don't sculpt
going
it when you can
around
buy it.
Yeah, but buying it's annoying.
Right.
Especially when it's like a little bit of the model. That when to get that much ribbing, you have to spend a fair bit just to
True.
get it is. Hopefully, maybe when some new models come around, there will be a bit more options ribbing wise.
So, speaking of new models coming around, I could get into what I've been doing for my weekend hobby, but I've actually been doing very little. All I really did this week was, I think I did some putty filling on the Death Leaper, the big bad, and then I did some painting on my Standigons, but they're over there. I don't have them. So yeah, that's been my hobby stuff. But yeah, right now I want to get this Hive Tyrant assembled and filled in so that I can paint it. But Flynn mentions new models. There was a rumor that came out this week about new Tyranids. I don't know if people heard about this. It was on a YouTube Rumor Dude channel. And you ready for this, Marco? Have you heard this rumor yet?
No, I haven't. Shoot.
Guess when new Tyranids are coming.
When?
Guess when? What month?
It's gonna be December 2031.
Flynn, fill them in. Flynn, when are they coming?
March.
No.
Of what year, Flynn? Of what year?
This year.
No.
Yeah,
that's what I said. That's what anyone with Tyranid experience has said. No.
It's the timing is just all wrong. Like, I know I was saying in the pre-chat, but how can they release Tyranids, like, which is supposedly a big range redo as well?
Yeah, that's the other part of the
after
rumor.
After they do Eldar, which is a massive range redo.
Absolutely.
Unless Eldar is not a massive range redo, right? Like, it could be that Eldar, maybe we've already seen almost everything that Eldar is getting.
The reason why I don't I think we've got like another 4 weeks of Path of the Preview.
How do you know? Did they say when they were going to be doing it until? I don't remember seeing that.
This is me speculating. Because all speculation comes from the Autok they showed off last week. Because in the Autok, they actually said about, because obviously with the Autok, they've gone through all the paths. They've done the path of the Striking Scorpion and everything before they do the path of the Commander, and they have they take some of the weapons or the equipment from those different paths. Like, they've updated the Striking Scorpion blade, so fair enough, they might not do the Striking Scorpions because it's just the blade. They haven't done the actual anything else to it. Warp Spiders, they've done a whole new backpack too. Obviously, we're seeing the Dark Reapers, which we can talk about later. But
so you think that everything that's on that Autark is new models that are coming out?
Well, they've already got the designs for it, so they most likely have done some further design work.
Oh, sure, but who's to say that it's actually coming out now? Like, I think that a lot of these models were designed a long time ago. Marco?
I am pretty sure they are on a rising wave for the Eldar right now, and of course they will end the current release schedule with some big models, and of course the Avatar Morgan Rao will come.
Oh yeah, and there's also the rumors for the other Phoenix Lords.
But is there rumors that the Phoenix Lords are coming now?
Well, they've got more Phoenix Lords to show, because
Based on what?
they've done Jane Zar with the new
Yes.
plastic Howling Banshees. Obviously, everyone knows Morgan Ra is coming, and they've got new Dark Reapers. It would make sense if they were to do another Aspect Warrior to do their Phoenix Lord as well at the same time.
Okay, yeah, but what I'm saying is they're not going to do any more Aspect Warriors. What I'm saying is that all this Eldar wave is going to be is Dark Reapers, Morgan Ra, Guardians, the Rangers, and the Avatar.
Might be.
I don't think there's going to be anything else in this wave.
I think it's going to be Warp Spiders and Swooping Hawks as well.
But like, why Swooping Hawks? Like Warp Spiders, you say they designed a new backpack, but why Swooping Hawks?
It's because in that whole leak that came before, which has basically been on point everything, they said Warp Spiders, Swooping Hawks, and Barrowhoth coming as well. So that's why I think because that leak has been on point so far with everything. And obviously with the new Avatar coming as well, you don't know what other models they could be doing, but they could be doing something else or anything. But what I'm thinking about with the new Avatar model is the Forge-World Avatar model is going to go out of production soon.
Yep.
Because why is Forge-World going to produce their Avatar model to compete against Games Workshop model, which would cost them more to do? So if anyone wants to get your Forge-World Avatar throwing his spear, get it now before you can't get as many more.
That's a good point.
Speaking of which, I'm going to get mine this weekend.
There you go.
So, but on the Tyranid rumor, did we hear anything more, or just Tyranids March?
So there's going to be re-sculpts of the whole range. Specifically, what was mentioned was Termagants and Hormagaunts, which is why
I didn't hear that there's going to be resculpts of the whole range. I heard that there was going to be range refreshes such as Termagants and Hormagaunts, and then there was going to be some other thing.
Obviously, the video image we saw, but because they said like range redo, range refresh, same thing to me.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, it can't be the whole range. As we said, they're doing a whole range. Well, they're doing a big range refresh for Eldar, and why would they do a big range refresh for Tyranids right on the heels of it, unless they're significantly shifting how they approach these things?
I just lost you there.
Sorry. I don't know why they would do a significant range refresh for Tyranids right on the back of doing a range refresh for Eldar.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it's March, and they would have hyped up a lot more as well if they were going to do more of a range refresh.
Yeah, like well, I'm just checking something. Oh no, you guys have my mic. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, like they do the what the hell? Why is that showing? One sec. There we go. Yeah, like they're doing the whole like path of the whatever for Eldar. Wouldn't they do something like that for Tyranids? Why would they just like do this huge tease for Eldar and then just drop Tyranids on your lap?
Exactly.
What is if the Eldar are like an adversary box?
Yeah.
Like two army starter kit. One
Yep.
is Tyranid, one is Eldar.
Oh no, they've already said yeah. It's Eldar and Chaos for that.
Okay.
So that would be tough.
Yeah.
But the other thing I think you'd be interested in is the rumor from the same place that came from it is Kroot.
What?
So I would tell you that this has since been disproven from people who actually know Kroot shit and pay attention. So that rumor didn't give any timescales for Kroot, but my Kroot boys from the Kroot Sphere, they're all over this stuff. And the Kroot boys from the Kroot Sphere have noticed that in the photos for the new Tau Codex, they have repainted Kroot in a new scheme, and they have repainted fine cast Kroot Ox, and Finecast Crude Hounds, which is I think what was rumored.
Yeah.
So if they've just repainted them for the Studio Army, wouldn't they just like not include them if they were about to re-release them?
Yeah.
Again, that would make sense. And again, Games Workshop.
Look at it this way. You see, this is the battle how they first came out. They had all the new models, but not all the models were there, or some of them didn't even have rules. Right? No, as in they've released new models afterwards, and they've had to put those rules in, but they most likely designed them all at the same time, like the ones in the new Kill Team box set that came out with the Tau people.
Yeah, but you're that's a different thing. So those are things that were never shown in the codex. What we're saying is that these units that are rumored to be redone have been shown in the codex to be the old models, painted in a new scheme. So it's not the same as saying, oh, well, there was more Sisters of Battle models that we never saw. We're not saying that, like... We're saying that if they were going to do new models, why would they even put the old ones in the codex? Like, why would they bother repainting them? Why would they get studio staff to repaint old shit models when they had new ones coming?
There are various reasons, and it wouldn't be the first time that they have, because the codex is produced at a different. Well, the stuff for codex is sometimes produced at a different time than like they don't have like the model designs and everything finished, and then paint them up and then take pictures of it. And I think I feel like they're examples to that where I think it's in the Tyranid codex, wasn't it? Marco, please help me out there. But I feel like there was like resin casts painted up in a scheme because they didn't have plastic models at the time they were taking the pictures for the codex.
Yeah, but they had the same. They were the same models, just cast in resin instead of plastic, right?
Yeah, but what happens if they're just not ready? The miniatures are not ready at the point where they need the picture.
But it would just, in that case, it would seem that they might be like, you know, let's just not paint new ones. Let's just use the old ones. Well, I guess they might be so old that you can't use them because they're just ugly.
I think it's easier for a painting team member to just throw some paint on a squad of crude.
Yeah.
So Tom
just
Wilson
to keep them slightly updated.
Yeah.
Tom Wilson's made a very, very good point. The Orc Codex that came out in the what was it? The Beast Snaggers box.
Yeah.
Had the old Commando models.
Really? No.
The Codex that was released separately had the new ones in there.
No. Are you serious?
That's what he said.
That's tricksy. Wow. Okay. Okay. All bets are off. Good observation.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Wilson's got your back.
Thank you, Tom Wilson.
Okay, but so speaking of some oh wait, one thing I wanted to mention is that people have observed that the Eldar Guardians that they previewed in that preview post are likely 3D printed because you can see stepping on the models. It wasn't fully sanded off in some points. So to support the whole like, oh, we use a resin cast, we used like a print, something like that, rather than using the real one.
Yeah.
So you know the whole thing about the belly buttons?
Mm-hmm.
Just...
If you notice, the belly buttons are only on the female models.
Huh?
And the male Eldar models have six-pack.
The Guardians?
They don't have yeah, no, all of the
I thought every one of those Guardians had a belly button. Whoops. Okay.
No, not all of them.
Okay.
They had some of them had six-pack, so they were male ones. The ones that had a belly button were female.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that's a little gendered.
Yeah. But could be anything to do with Slanesh.
Cute little lady.
Too sexiness.
Too sexy.
Yeah. Belly button for sexiness. Wow.
Gets me going.
Yeah.
Belly button.
When I see a belly button, oh boy.
All of us belly buttons. Whoa.
Yeah, can't hold me back.
Okay, I'm not going to hold you back. I want to hear
Insert-
what you want to say about this.
About
Wait
what?
for the stream to catch up. Hold on.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what it is.
It's going to catch up soon.
The mask isn't the mouth is too small.
The biggest disappointment after the other Eldar?
So, this week we got pictures of the new Eldar Dark Reapers.
Yeah, you have
And,
to picture because it doesn't show.
It's,
what? Just wait.
Yeah, it's so annoying. Is because of the color, the bed on the bone so bright, it draws your attention to that part of it. But everything else on the model is brilliant. There's the armor, the guns, the top
Yeah.
knot. It's so good, but it's just the mask because it's so bright. It just
I disagree.
Go
I
for it,
think-
Marco.
I think the shit points on the models are not the masks, but the skull handbag and the skull organ for the Exarch. Yes.
The skull handbag. Yeah, that's the best descriptor. Oh my god. Wait, where's the one of him alone? Oh,
And the
whatever.
skull organ is shitty as well. Because the Exarch has to tell you, I'm all about death. And if you don't look at my face, look at my pauldron. It's death.
Oh yeah, he's got the skull pauldron. Why is that picture not here? Oh, I guess it's in the video. Whatever.
And sorry, the hood doesn't make it better.
You don't like the hood? I thought the hood
Yeah,
was
you-
okay.
I like. the hood,
Usually
actually.
I'm all for the hoods, but this looks awkward and goofy.
But it's a just good one.
Yeah,
The
I'm
hood
sorry.
is Jess. That's right. The hood is a Jess sketch.
Yes, yeah, but not everything was good in the 80s.
Oh yes, of course. Everything was good in the
So,
80s.
yeah. Dark Reapers came out this week. Let us know how you feel in the chat about the Dark Reapers. I think that has everyone had a chance to comment here? The thing that really bugs me about them is the car boot mat tabards that they have.
Okay.
Like, I get this might be like an element from the classic Dark Reaper design, but the thing hanging down between their legs, that looks like what I put on the floor of my car to make sure that the wet, salty water doesn't stain my rug.
So
It
you
looks
get a
like
lot
treads
of
off a wheel. Like, I don't...
Wait, Nick, you get a lot of wet, salty water in Toronto?
Mm-hmm.
You have an
Are
ocean?
those just tears?
When you live in a place that has snow, and you live in a place where that snow melts, it turns to ice, and you put salt on all of it.
See.
And then the
I
salt gets all
see.
over your shoes and everything. Like,
Yeah,
in the
that's,
winter, we have to put boots on our dog so that he doesn't get damage on his paws from all the salt.
It must be very icy around there then.
Yeah.
So I was just referencing Marco just saying icy.
Okay, thank you.
I thought Marco was going for the sad Canadians.
Yes,
All the tears.
of course.
Yeah,
Which
well, there's
is
that
not-
too.
The Canadian is not laughing.
Such good German humor we have here.
Ah. Oh Jesus! I need more beer.
You mean German tea?
German tea.
Yeah, so anyway, kind of I think that I was gonna say universally reviled is the reaction to the new Dark Reapers, but that's not actually accurate. So our buddy on Instagram, Sheep's Forlorn Hope, I think is what it is. He came up with this version of the Dark Reaper, which I would say is the best. This is the goat. This is the greatest of all time.
To be honest, I've seen that about 20 different places. Like on the day it came out, I saw that at 20 different places.
His version of it?
No, it wasn't just him who posted it. Like so many people posted that image.
Okay. Well, I don't. So if you're not recognizing it, this is a Lego head slapped on the front of
So
a Dark
good.
Reaper, and not that different. You gotta say,
Well,
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
I saw a Photoshop on Dakar where someone just sculpted over the mouth and the nose. It looked much better.
So we're gonna get to that. One sec. So I've got a whole thing.
Sorry.
I've got a whole thing set up for you, but here's the comparison. Now, talking about like what parts of the model were awesome and what parts of the model were not good. I don't know. I think Sheeps put this together as well, but he had this little descriptor. So I'll wait for it to load for you guys so you can react to it. There we go.
I've seen that joke so many times. It's just it's not as in.
Okay, so Flynn is not invited to this conversation anymore because he's seen all our shit before and he doesn't give a crap. But I had not seen this before, and I thought this was a very good description of.
Yeah, very good observation.
Because when I look at the Dark Reaper, that weapon, like when I saw that weapon on the Autarch, I was like, yes, that is a Dark Reaper launcher. Like that looks friggin' fantastic. It is amazing. That's a badass gun. And then when you look at the body, like I hate that tabard thing. I don't mind their legs. I think their legs are kind of cool. Like I think the armor, the kind of chunky armor on their lower legs is neat.
They are really cool, I think.
Yeah, so I don't mind that. And like Sheeps has captured that. He's like, you know, the body, it's getting there. But then the head is just stick figure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The head is terrible.
Yeah, and Sheeps is not the only one who took issue with this. So, oh wait, hold on. Where are we gonna? Damn it. Okay, so I do this because Drunken Dreadnoughts has all the weird memes. So there's all kinds of goofy memes that came out on the internet with regards to these dudes. There's cat ears. They got little cat ears. That's their guiding fins or whatever the heck on the side of their head. Look kind of nya cute. I don't know. This is supposed to be some kind of jack-o'-lantern helmet thing. And then we got the Lego thing. But then Ryan's minis on Instagram, I think he was the first place that I saw this treatment, which is literally just taking some green stuff, blocking out the mouth. And it's such a simple change, but I think it does a lot for the model. That
yes.
I love the head a lot more. Hold on, where's the let me get the comparison up.
If you would tilt now these fin on the side of the heads like backwards.
Ooh, so that's a good solution.
A bit streamlined and remove the mouth. I think that would work pretty well.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, there was Emperor's Paintbrush, who pulled up this piece of Dark Reaper concept art. I don't know where this is from, but it shows a really badass mask on there. And he was contemplating like freehanding that mask onto the smooth base plate of the Dark Reaper. But really, that doesn't look like it would have been terribly hard to sculpt onto the damn things. Here's the comparison.
But also, even just painting it a darker shade would look better, I think.
Yeah.
Might already help, yes.
Because even with the helmet, the bone they've done it is so bright. It's just draws you straight to that as the focal point, and you just don't like it.
Yeah, certainly. And then someone else, Drunken Dreadnoughts, got this. Oh wait, got this off Facebook or something. So here is just a bunch of different takes on it. Possible ways to treat it better. So we've got like extending the mouth, removing the mouth, putting on the like old style Dark Reaper cap thing on their forehead, which I actually really like.
Just extending the mouth is good.
Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on.
More of a skull grin.
Yeah.
If it's wider, loses its humanoid look.
Yeah.
5 and 6 don't work for me at all.
5 and well, you know what? How 5 would work. 5 would work a lot better if you paint. Someone messaged me about this on Instagram. I can't remember who it was right now, but they said that with an approach like 5, you take off that rune and you just paint the whole thing like the canopy of a Dark Eldar Reaver jetbike pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like one big viewing visor thing.
I think it's
Or
just because the
maybe
rune is still
like those phantom droids.
Oh, the Wraith Lord? Wraith Guard?
Yeah,
there. Oh yeah,
Wraith Guard.
Yep.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
can be done, and it looks cool.
8 just looks too much like the one it currently is.
I think 8 is just like filling it in black instead of doing the other one, but it still looks like a jack-o'-lantern for me.
7's not too bad.
Yep, just slit them up.
3 is all right. I think for me, 2 is the best because they've actually made the eyes more connected towards each other as well.
Oh, interesting. For me, 3 is the best, or 4. But I also like 5. But I just say 4 because I'm old school and I like the classic.
But even with just no mouth, it works. But I'd get rid of the rune as well. Would I?
Yep.
I think getting rid of the rune as well would work.
Sure.
Did you guys ever look up the ATV Reavers?
They're terrible.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, too bony.
Artel has got some amazing Eldar aspect warriors. The
Yeah.
Reapers are not one of them.
yeah.
I'm sure he didn't do them himself.
No, he got someone else to sculpt them.
Yeah, absolutely.
They so fell off the range. I joked before we started that Games Workshop is delivering them new customers because they apply the new rules and they have the models, but for the Reapers they suck even more than the
Yeah.
reload.
Yeah. That's what we should do going forward. As we assess the different Eldar models, we should assess them versus the Artel model.
Yeah.
So I'd say that Artel loses on Dark Reapers.
Yeah.
What do you think about the other head options though?
He wins everywhere else, of course.
What about the Rangers? I don't know. The Rangers look like Games Workshop's Rangers are pretty good.
Yeah,
I think I bought Artel's Rangers because I really like them.
I feel like. Sorry.
I was gonna say the Banshees for. I think I've got one of the Artel Jane'Zar variant, and I think the actual Games Workshop Jane'Zar one is better.
I don't love their Banshees. I don't love Artel's Banshees.
Yeah.
What I'm so sad about this Eldar range so far is we have seen everything of that before. There's nothing,
Yes.
not an iota of new stuff.
Yes,
It
I
is
agree.
just the Reavers look like when I saw the pictures, I was not sure if that was someone joking, and they did a mock-up with the old model, or if it was like a new release thing.
That's how I felt with the Guardians. The Guardians for
Yes.
me are just like clean versions of the old ones.
The same there. I think it's everything I've seen so far from the new stuff is like, is that the new stuff or is it the old stuff? I
What?
cannot tell the difference.
Not true, Hive brother. Don't
Yeah.
forget the Jetbike Rangers. They are new.
Oh, come on. The cloaks on the jet bikes. Why?
I'm with Marco.
Yeah.
That looks fucking awesome. I don't care.
I love them. They are so
Yeah.
cool.
And whatsoever. Nope. Not for me, sorry.
The cloaks have to go whoosh.
More for us.
Yeah, you can have all the cloaks.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Yeah. Tom Wilson agrees the Scout jet bikes are the best of the new stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, then the best of the new stuff, but
Yeah, but that's a low bar. Is that what you're saying, Simon? It's a low bar?
It's a dwarf
What?
bar.
It's easy to be the best of the new stuff when the bar is set so low.
yeah, that's right. Oh, look, the tentacle roller in use.
Always a
Um,
good thing.
Wait, what was I going to say? Oh, Flynn, can you go over the chat and see what people are saying about them? I think Bargis had some observations.
Yeah, Bargrace has got a lot of observations.
Oh, yes, he did.
So I'll start from the top of Bargrace stuff. So it's fairly classic Eldar imagery. the placards on the older Guardian imagery had 1 or 2 with a belly button. Banshees, classically archetyped as female, had the stylized belly buttons. I see no reason you couldn't, but thematically there is a clear design heritage. It's obfuscated because we know there are male banshees, but we don't know if they have different armor or if GW never bothered to make a different model.
Oh, there are
I
male banshees? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because it's an aspect pathway. So you've got you'll have female Dark Reapers, male Dark Reapers.
Nope, you've
all
only
of
got
these
male
things.
Dark Reapers. I checked.
Really? Ah,
There's no
I don't
female
know.
torsos.
No. I mean, as in, but in the lore and everything.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I
I
was
mean,
saying
this
same thing
release.
with
This
Banshees.
release.
Yeah. So same
This
with the
release.
Banshees. We don't. There's no
Yeah.
male torsos.
Yeah.
I am somewhat divided about the Dark Reapers because I am somewhat okay with the Richter's view because it sort of looks like the stylized grimace of Necrons, and Kalis Ra notoriously loses a fight to Cain/Khorne in one of the mythological duels in the War of Heaven. Cain absorbs the shattered necrodermis, and an aspect of death joins with Cain. So having this Veli Necrony look for their mask sort of seemed thematically appropriate,
Interesting.
making me inclined to convert Dark Reapers with Necron skulls.
Mm-hmm.
There is also concept art where all these come from, and one of the missing heads is an Exarch helmet with Avatar style helmet fin/plates, which looks
One moment,
brilliant.
please.
Seen it.
Yes, I mean really old Guardians. I like Metal Rogue Trader. That's all from Barkheist. That is a lot, and you are just a lore man, aren't you, Barkheist? You know
I
everything
am
about the
very
lore.
appreciative of Bargeist's knowledge of lore.
It's amazing.
Extreme. It is amazing. You are fucking right. So we joke sometimes about this person or that person should be in charge of this range or that range, but Bargeist should be in charge of that lore master's video thing, whatever, on Warhammer Plus, because Bargeist is running it anyway. What we got?
Now comes the sketchbook.
Let's see.
It's the perfect opportunity to show it off. And
Hey!
you just wanted the Dark Eldar one.
Shut up. Quiet, you! I'll have none of this. Where's my friggin' video?
Oh.
So we're talking head. Oh, that's a cool helmet.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah. Oh, this.
Alternate helmets for Dark Reapers, we think?
Ew.
God, so much good shit in here.
Ooh.
Like, this is what Striking Scorpion should look like when they come back. Damn.
Yeah, we never got good ones.
They were passable, but not amazing.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I think if we wait long enough.
To be honest, I think based off what happened with Sisters, a lot of the stuff has come out in separate waves.
Yeah.
Like you had the whole first wave design with the new Sister Battle, Pennant Engine, Canoness, and Repentia.
Yeah.
And then a little bit afterwards, we got also the Seraphim. Then we got the newer models, the new emulator, Exorcist, and all the other ones. They've slowly given more and more models and dual kits and whatever. But they're still giving out some more Sister Battle stuff. Like the Palatine got released last year. You've had the Noviates or whatever they were called come out.
Vitiates?
I think the same thing is going to happen with Eldar. I honestly think that they're designing it all at once, and it's just a matter of when they can get the stuff made. So we're going to be seeing Eldar for the next 2 years, I think.
Probably right.
Yeah.
I think that they've learned that that's the better way to release these things than to put them all in one go.
Yeah, drip feed it in, and you'll make more money.
Yeah. I don't know if that's any better, but
I just want to get this warrior done.
well, here's Morgan Raw. If we want to hope that that's what he's going to look like. Some cool bony bits.
This is the cynic in me, but one thing I've noticed is a lot of people in the community now are trying to hold back of purchasing more things, obviously because of tightness. Like a lot of people are going through a lot of tightness of money at the moment. What does Games Workshop do? All right, we're going to drip feed new models in, so people aren't having to try and buy everything at once.
Oh, interesting.
When the new thing comes out, it's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm.
So people are going to want to buy a lot of it. Now a bit. Oh, people don't play this specific army. All right, let's do the coins, because people love to collect things. They don't want to miss out on it.
Shit.
If we give a new coin every month, you've got to spend a certain amount in store. You can get it. Oh, if the store doesn't have any coins, sorry, you can't just go to another store and get given the coin. You have to spend it in that store itself. Case in point, Warhammer World and some other Games Workshop stores where they would just sell out of the coins within the first week.
Well, that sucks. So I have an apology to make because apparently Jess drew the nice rubber car mat tabard thing back in.
Yeah, no.
Back in 2000. Oh, 2004. It was 2004.
Oh no, Jess can't do anything wrong, can he?
But
no,
you can still not.
And I would say the masks are similar to what Jess drew, but I think that the new masks are taller.
To protect Jess, he didn't have the ridges all the way down, did he?
No,
the new ones have the ridges all the way down.
He does, yeah. You look at the side, it's all the way down.
Oh no, I mean on the tabard.
Yeah, the tabard, yeah. It goes all the way down. You can see the little ribbies.
What Jess didn't do is his heads weren't as bulbous as
You're right.
the current heads.
Yeah, these are small. So these heads look like the was it 4th edition when they redid them, and they had the little squat helmets.
Yeah.
And they looked more like this, but yeah, the new ones are like bulbous. They're too tall. But yeah, you're right. Here's the Jess sketch of the dude with the blades and the hood.
Yep.
And then here's the the Avatar one, which I think looks good. The Avatar style veins on the side.
Yep.
And then we got some warp spiders.
Brian Naisbitt said he's seen a rumor about Corsairs are due further down the line in a
that'd be cool.
Book. So staggered releases seem likely. Like, do you remember when they first came out with the Kill Team box set with the Death Corps of Krieg and the Orc Commandos?
Yep.
Saying they'd be available separately.
Yep.
They're still not available separately yet.
Yeah. Well. Oh well. Okay. Yeah. But they're doing that new release where you can get the new Kill Team box.
But you still can't get the models separately. So if you wanted just to pick up Orc Commandos, you can't. You've got to either find someone buying the Kill Team box and just wanting the Death Corps of Krieg, or you've got to buy this thing yourself and then sell someone else the Death Corps of Krieg. You can't just buy them yourself at the moment, which is, I think, obviously a way of them to sell the kit and the box, but it's just like,
I don't know.
Are they going to do the same thing with the sisters but they can't really do the same thing with the Pathfinder
I don't think they'll do that with the sisters of the Pathfinders. I think they'll come out quicker. Just because they're not like the starter box. They don't have like a secondary box that they can make from the sisters in the Tau.
Yeah.
So I've now reviewed this in comparison to the pictures on Games Workshop site, And they've basically given us just as Dark Reapers. A lot of these elements are very similar. But the problem is they took the mask and they stretched it vertically.
But they stretched it the wrong way.
I don't know why.
It's also the mouth. They've actually shortened the mouth because that mouth goes across the whole way.
Yep, you're right. Also, sorry, one sec. When talking about these, Ryan's Minis was saying that apparently he saw somewhere that some of the studio designers may have been taking umbrage to the fact that people were criticizing the Dark Reapers.
Okay.
And being critical of, like... Yeah, like the... Basically, like, taking exception to the fact that people are being critical of the models.
Okay.
But then... Hold on a second.
I was going to say, but we'll be waiting for Nick. You've taken a model that hasn't been done for 20 years. People are going to be critical of it. You've got to be able to accept that.
Well, the point that he made was that, yes, people are going to be critical about this because you've shown us that when you make a plastic, you're not going to do it again for 20 years. So these are the models we're going to have for 20 years. So people are allowed to be critical of them. You know what I mean?
That's the one thing. And I think for example, the Sisters of Battle players won't be moaning for the next 20 years because they have such an amazing range of models.
Have you met Wargamers? I hear people moaning about Gene Stealers. I'm like, you guys are crazy. You just got a giant plastic line of amazingness.
Okay,
people will moan, but you're right that they have a lot of good stuff to work through before they start moaning.
Well, let's cut the bullshit and try to be as objective as possible.
Yeah.
And so no matter who moans about what, when you look at the models and compare the grade of quality they have gotten with a new product line, it's just amazingly good compared to what they had before.
Agreed.
And when you look at what they have, what the Eldar got compared to what they had, the difference is so little that it's hardly recognizable. And therefore, I can understand that everyone who says, I have an Eldar army that is 25 years old, no, that it's not that old, but you know what I mean.
Oh, could be.
Mine is.
Yeah.
I was going to say...
The Falcon came out in second edition, Simon. The Falcon Grav Tank came out in second edition. Like, that's a great kit, but the Viper was out before the Falcon.
Yeah, okay. It just emphasizes my point. I can understand every other player saying, I'm not buying this new stuff because it basically looks what I have already in my shelf. So why would I buy the new stuff?
It's also the case that I don't know that anyone... I take your point, but the people who are being critical of the Dark Reapers, they're not... I don't know that anyone's boycotting. I don't know that anyone's being like, I'm not going to buy this is bullshit. But they're saying what you're saying. Like, why couldn't this be a little more different?
Yeah.
And I guess you could say that the Eldar concepts are perfect and we don't need to innovate on them. We just need to make more plastic kits. But it's like, but every new kit is an opportunity to do something different.
Exactly. And in that regard, I fear for the Tyranids. Because when they approach Tyranids in that regard, like, oh, look, we have new Termagants, but they look the same. Like the old ones. Because you like the old ones. Here, have some new. Yeah, thank you, but no thank you.
Actually,
there'd be riots either way.
I actually fear for the Tyranids much more than for the Eldar. Because for me, in my subjective view, most of the Eldar models have the perfect sketches from Jess. I mean, the templates are all there, and for me, they're spot on. Like, spot on. For the Tyranids, there's no such thing. At least for the whole range. Maybe for a few models, of course, but the whole range has so many bad models in it, and no optimized template that I can see for the Eldar. So I'm with you. I'm totally with you. would be very surprised if I see the new Tyranid sculpts as inspired.
Hooray! But picking up the line from my good old friend Fabian, so who cares? We sculpt what we don't have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, as long as the new Tyranids are modular, I'll take what's good and I'll leave the rest.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we're
well,
so fortunate to have modular nids that I hope it just keeps in that direction.
The one thing I just want is tail options. This sounds
Ooh,
weird. Just
sexy.
tail
Oh, that's
options.
cool. Yeah.
Termagants and stuff,
options
just so
are-
you can have a waving tail instead of a straight line.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
meant like tail weapons. That's what I want. But you're right.
I was more like for termagants and hormagants. Just don't
Well, I
have
hope
the
so.
tails in a straight line. Have it like a bend in it and stuff. But yeah, more tail weapons would be good. Like on
If the
like,
tails come out
warriors and
straight, we
stuff.
have a big problem. Like if they don't
Yeah.
learn that they can make non-straight tails, we've got a huge. That's a basic problem. Oh shit! I just lost something. I don't know what it was. Where's my Space Marine?
I know that you are not very keen on the books, but I just worked through Ravenor,
Yeah.
and
Yes,
there's
well.
actually an episode where the Hormagons show up, and it is the first encounter of humankind with the Tyranids
Yeah.
before the Tyranids are met on Tyran.
Oh.
Because they sort of go through a portal, and that portal is supposed to show them something and blah blah. Not spoiling too much of the story, but yeah, surprise, they end up being attacked by a swarm of Hormagons, and they are described so awesome, so cool, and made me really think of them as raptors from
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Ooh.
And that passage was really, really cool.
And they made you proud of our little monsters, huh?
Yes, it was amazing. So if you want to read it up, it's or listen to it, it's the third book.
Yeah.
In which it is. That's really cool because they describe really well and how the toxins hex work and yeah, how they jump about and just kill.
Is it
Cool.
Rogue or is it Returned? The book.
It's the last one. I think it's Solitude.
Because
Okay.
it's Ravener, Ravener Rogue, and Ravener Returned. I think it's Ravener Returned. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've read them.
Yeah, same for me.
But have you, speaking of Ravener and his master Eisenhorn, have you heard about the update on the TV show?
No,
No.
is there an update?
There's an
There
update.
has, yeah. So the update was in the.
Actually, please don't say that the update is that they're actually working on it.
No, probably not. Production hell. Pre-production hell.
No, it's actually moved forward in production.
Oh, come on.
The update was actually in the investors report. They've teamed up with a LA-based agency to move forward with the project for script writing.
That doesn't mean it's
and
in production, though. Like, they've moved forward with the pre-production of it, I think, is what they
and
said.
casting. So
Casting? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's further along than just pre-production of these are the ideas, this is what we want to do. It's everything. It's more because obviously I think if they've and it's I think going to be one of those series if it actually ever ends up getting released, because they've also in the investors report they talked about doing more live action stuff. If it ever gets released, it won't be on Warhammer Mathematics.
You
It
won't?
will be
Are you sure?
No.
I think it'll be on Warhammer Mathematics because they want to.
no. With the
They need
amount of
content.
money, but it's later on, yeah. But with the amount of money it is, and they have to invest into it, the everything for it. I don't think they'll put it onto one of those. They'll put it onto like a major streaming platform like
I would be
Netflix
shocked.
or actual like syndicate, like a TV series, like on a proper TV channel. Because
Do those still
the whole
exist?
Yeah. The
Honestly.
whole thing with it would be to get people and non-existing fans into the hobby. Be it they see the stories, they want to buy the books, find out more history about Eisenhorn, potentially buy the model for Eisenhorn, or go further in, start reading about the Horus Heresy, get into Horus Heresy side, get into playing games and stuff. The whole thing with the Eisenhorn TV series is to get people into the hobby, whatever way they can.
So I'm going to take the Simon defense on this, and I'm going to say what you're saying makes a lot of sense, except Games Workshop. This is what they should have done with every piece of content that is on Warhammer Mathematics. But they chose not to, because they needed content for their own streaming platform. So they should do what you're saying. But I don't know, man.
Do you know why? Or do you want to hear something else that's a bit ironic and funny?
What? Oh, I heard about this. I think I know what you're going to say.
The views on Warhammer Mathematics.
Oh, no, I don't know this. Tell me.
So basically, in the first 3 months, I think they got about a couple million views.
Wait, where are you getting this information?
The investors report.
Really? They shared that in the investors report? Dang.
They have to share that because it's like, okay.
I don't know if they have to, but okay.
I'm investing my money in your company. Where's my money going? What my return is? Basically, the views on it, if you were to work it out, is less than like some of the fan-produced videos. So by them having that whole anything that's not by us is going to be taken down, we're going to be more strict on our copyright laws. Yeah, okay. You basically shot yourself in your foot with your own advertising stuff.
Well, except Flynn, how much money were they making off fan-made stuff on YouTube? $0. How much money are they making off of Warhammer Mathematics? Some money.
To be honest, they actually were getting more stuff driven to them.
It could be everyone argued. Says that it can be argued. No, there's no data on that, and that's what every fan creator uses to defend themselves. Oh, I'm just sending more fans to Games Workshop. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if you are. It's easy to say you are, but there's no proof.
You might go, oh, I like this book. Let me go find a free copy of it, not paying anything to the creator or anything for it. And then, especially with the models and stuff. So for me, it might be I don't want to support some people go, I don't want to support the company. But if you buy the model or the book, you're supporting the author or the artist who's designed that. You're not just supporting the company.
So I don't know where you're going with this.
You're paying someone's rent there, right?
Yeah.
Sadly, not always the right people, but. Was that a slap?
Sorry, that was me clipping. Okay, I said I was going to be finished by 6:15. It's 6:19. Should we take a last run through the comments, Flynn?
Ooh, let me see. But guys, I've seen one straight from him that I want to see. If they made a new Termagant kit that was the same but modern production standards, I might be okay with that. No 2-part heads, please. Gaunts, I'm okay with having relatively straight tail, not necessarily as straight as they are. And brilliant scene in Ravenous, such an ominous scene, and that's why I don't mind the straight tails, because they're fairly relevant for the sort of cursorial running body. Tom Wilson said each Tyranid update release seems to be less spiky with more soft edges.
Ooh, that's not good.
We'll end up with baby-proof Tyranids.
That's not good.
I agree with that.
Yeah, my wife wants to hurt herself when she grabs up that Revenant box.
My counterpoint is I don't want something as spiky as Lynn's miniature stuff, because
no, that stuff is not Tyranid. That is not Tyranid. Sorry,
yeah,
Flynn's referring to a 3D printer, dude.
Yeah, it's too.
Who makes the spiky? What's that? What's that, Simon?
The spikes equally not Tyranids.
I am done for today. Whew.
Good man. How do you feel about what you accomplished?
if the whole model takes as long as these two stumpy, gigantic front legs took, it's gonna be an age to finish it.
It's going to, Marco. I'm sorry. Honestly, I made that thing and I'm like, man, I'm really glad I'm not painting this ever.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, Marco?
Be worth it in the end, but damn, this was a lot of time.
I was just going through my Tyrannifex weapons bag, and I was like, where are all my Tyrannifex weapons? I'm like, oh, I slapped them on the sides of that thing as like weird gun arms in the body.
And they are beautiful. And
But a pain in the ass.
I am very happy with the paint job, if I do say so myself.
I want to see, can you take like close-up pictures of it and send them to us? Because I'm looking at it on a very small, like your screen within my screen. And
I will post it on my Insta this weekend.
Great.
Mark,
I look forward to seeing that.
Mark, have you ever done a tutorial on how you do the Hive Fleet colors?
No, I'm too lazy.
And honest.
I guess I've written it down a couple of times for some people, but never on my feed.
It'd be great.
I think people would be interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it
now.
Even if it was like the old Hive Fleet Moloch scheme as well, I think people would be interested.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I should get off my lazy ass then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a content creator now, Marco. You have to provide stuff. That's pressure. People have needs.
It's easy content as well. Like, you know what people want, they will love that stuff up.
Yeah, you don't have to do it with video. You can just do it with photos.
So even just pictures of the paint pots.
Yeah.
That's right.
Now, Diana has stolen my line, but I'll quote Diana, don't forget to ask people to like the stream.
Thank you, Diana.
Also, subscribe.
Please like and subscribe if you're not already liked and subscribed for more Tyranid bullshit in your future.
Maybe even March. We don't know, but probably not.
Okay, here's the story. If Tyranids are released in March 2022, I am going to buy every box, the new Tyranid boxes that are released, and I'm going to give them all away, and it's going to happen on this stream. Because that is not going to happen ever.
Can you give them to me for the museum? Make my life a bit easier.
No, I got to give them to the viewers, man. Come on.
Technically, I'm a viewer.
So you heard it here first. If March is the month of Tyranids, I will buy you Tyranids. I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I would love to be wrong, but I don't think I will be.
Our birthday
Simon?
is approaching, right?
What?
February 11th.
This is Flynn? Oh, our birthday.
Our birthday,
Right.
yes.
My birthday's not until March.
Maybe Games Workshop will give us a birthday present.
And I
In
might
the form
have
of...
a little something. So be sure to hit the birthday stream.
Oh! Little tease from Hydra. Better be here for it. See what it is.
Are you going to show some of your body parts again?
You and the body parts all the time, man. You're thirsty, Marco. You're a thirsty man. Oh my god. He only wants to see the sphincters.
If you want to see them, I can send you pictures later. Like every Friday.
Make him pay.
It's Hydra's only fans. Or only tentacles.
Oh. Well, I got a 2-armed Venom cannon, more or less done.
For what?
For the Hive Tyrant.
Just for doing it. Or what?
I need to paint a Hive Tyrant. I've never painted a plastic Hive Tyrant. In fact, I haven't painted a Hive Tyrant since 2nd edition.
Wow.
You still won't paint the plastic Hive Tyrant because you've got resin in there now.
Quiet you. This is straight out of the box, this Hive Tyrant. No conversions whatsoever. Just like my Carnifex that was straight out of the box with no conversions whatsoever. Inspired by Marcos.
You did it, right?
This guy might be a little taller than a normal Hive Tyrant, but only a little.
Oh. Final request. Does anyone have a spare sculpting tool?
What?
Of you guys?
What do you mean?
A spare sculpting tool like one of these?
I can't see. The blade ones?
Yeah, The old Games Workshop sculpting tools.
I don't have the old Games Workshop one, but I have a similar one, but it's small.
Marco, do you happen to have one?
Sorry, I only have one.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
I have two, but one of them I've kind of like hacked up a little bit to make it a bit sharper and everything else.
Yeah. Okay.
So Simon, this is the
Yeah.
Games Workshop sculpting tool, or similar one. This is the one that I have. So it's got a blade on one end, and it's a nice blade. This end is a lot more useful, I'd say, than the one I have, because it's very smooth.
The lower one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you want it, I can send it to you. I bought a bunch of them because I thought they'd be like this size, and then they got here and they were tiny, and I'm like, I don't know if this is as useful for giving to people.
Yeah, I got a small one as well, and I feel like I have in one of my boxes an old Games Workshop sculpting tool, because I'm really keen on the shape of this
The blade?
of the blade. Yes.
Ah.
And because it doesn't have hooks, and I'm probably it's because I'm used to it.
Yeah.
And because I have my travel box.
Yeah.
My travel hobby box, and I need a sculpting tool in there because that's one of the few tools that I don't have twice.
Well, I'll send it to you anyway. I mean, it's not like I've sent you enough stuff lately.
Yeah, so I was looking for someone else. Yeah.
All right, I gotta go. But
Yeah.
thank you everyone for having joined. Thank you, gentlemen, for being guests on the stream, hosts on the stream, whatever the heck we call this.
Shit show.
Good show.
Oh, Brett Evans is here. Brett, you missed the part where Hydra didn't know what a Chaos Spawn was called. You could scroll back to see that good stuff. We told him you would kill him for not knowing.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's have some peep show at the end. Ooh, look at me.
And just for fun, so here is my Death Leaper that I'm working on. And here is an only slightly modified Hive Tyrant for height comparison. So Death Leaper is much taller. He's a big boy.
Stompy, stompy legs. Stompy, stompy, stomp.
I'm very happy with this boy. I'm sad to have to give him up.
Yes, he's awesome.
Thanks.
Yep, absolutely agree.
Okay.
Okay, boys, time to go to sleep for me.
Yeah, I'll stay up until this stupid arm is finished, because then I just need to glue the tail back, and then I'm done with this model, and I can finally paint it and send it away.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Yay.
He's
Yeah,
gonna be a happy camper, our old Terrorfax.
I hope so.
Oh, I'm sure.
He will be.
He has to. It's good to have him off the plate, and then I can turn to other commission tasks.
Great.
Yay!
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. And we will do it again next week. And remember, someone mentioned earlier that on February 11th, we're going to have the birthday stream. Sorry, what?
I didn't hear a thing.
Okay. On February 11th, we're going to have the birthday stream because that's the 1-year anniversary of the Creature Conference. And we'll see what we get up to then. So make sure to join us on the 11th, but definitely we'll see you next Friday. And this is going to be the time going forward. We've skipped back to the later time rather than the earlier time. So just an FYI on that one. But yeah, thanks everybody and have a great weekend. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
You too.
You.
Bye.
Stinkor waves goodbye as well.
Stinkor, my boy.
Stinkor, you're the best.
My boy,
Yeah.
Stinkor.
That was the picture you were hoping for, Marco, right?
Absolutely. What else?
Oh, he's so cute. He's so little.